All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Wednesday. All right, so we've got a nice little NBA slate today. We're going to talk about that as always. Recap from yesterday. We had Bobby Portis not play. We went 1-2 in the NBA. Trace Jackson Davis starts the game, plays the first 6 minutes of the game, does not return. So that was odd. I don't think he was injured. So he's on the ban list. We ended up hitting Okongwu under 9.5 rebounds. And we ended up losing the other one. College basketball, we went 4-2. So overall, 5-3 on the day. That is, well, I guess 5-4. I'm sorry. So it was a winning day, but not by much. All right. Let's get into the slate, get you guys your picks, and get you on your way. All I ask, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. First game on the card, Nets and the Hornets. We see the Nets getting 3.5 against the Hornets. That's just not enough for a team that is playing really, really bad, in my opinion. That said, I always hate to trust the Hornets to actually make shots. So, fade for me, under 205.5 in this one, but I would have to lean towards Hornets minus 3.5. Pistons and the Pacers. This one should be a really good game. I think this spread's too much. Minus 6.5 is a little heavy. I would go Pistons plus 6.5 with a lean towards the under 229.5. Raptors and the Wizards. We see Raptors minus 7.5 against the Wizards. You don't see that too much against when you see the Raptors, but this Wizards team is miserably bad. So I'm not taking the Raptors minus 7.5. This is a fade for me. I would lean towards the under 230.5. Bulls and the Celtics. We see the Bulls getting 14.5. Celtics, like I said, they've not been blowing the brakes off a team. So very, very slight lean towards Bulls plus 14.5. 232.5 is, I would say, a mid line for the Bulls. I could definitely see him going over this. So I would lean towards like a Bulls team total over or the over 232.5. Cavs and the Heat. Jimmy Butler is suspended for the umpteenth time, so he is pretty much done with the team. We see the Cavs minus 7.5 on the road in Miami. I think that's too much, honestly. I'd take the Heat plus 7.5. The Cavs have looked pretty vulnerable, I'm not going to lie. 227.5 is a really, really high line for a Heat game. Slight lean towards the under in that, but I love the Heat plus 7.5 against this Eric Spoelstra-led team. Nuggets and the Knicks. I would say game of the night. Knicks minus 3.5 at home against the Nugs. Knicks at home have looked pretty good lately. I can get down with the Knicks minus 3.5. Probably just take a money line play. Maybe pair it with something else here. All right, so over-under of 239.5. That's a pretty high over-under for both teams, in my opinion. I would say lean under, Nuggets team total under. Kings and the 76ers. De'Aaron Fox may not be a King much longer. He might be a Phoenix Sun, by the way it is sounding, which would be pretty awesome. And I think Tyus Jones has been a bit of a letdown for Phoenix, so getting a true scoring point guard like De'Aaron Fox would be an interesting combo with Devin Booker in the backcourt there. Kings minus 8.5 against the 76ers team without Embiid. I think 8.5 is a lot with the 76ers at home. Lean towards Philly plus 8.5, and also lean towards the over 228.5. Mavericks and the Pelicans. Mavericks minus 1.5 on the road in New Orleans with Zion. Just a little too much in my opinion. I think Pelicans win this game outright. Give me Pelicans money line. Clippers and the Spurs. We see the Clippers minus 3.5. I'm okay with this line. I think that's pretty good on the road. I would lean towards the under 222.5. That's a pretty high over for a Clippers-led team. Kawhi's minutes are starting to pick up, so I like the Clippers in this spot minus 3.5. T-Wolves and the Suns. This one should be a pretty good game too. I don't know if it would be game of the night. I think the Knicks Nugs would be game of the night. But Timberwolves Suns, we see T-Wolves minus 1.5 going into Phoenix. Phoenix at home has been pretty good. That said, Timberwolves on the road have not been the best. I would have to lean Phoenix money line at plus money. Just too good to pass up there in my opinion. Over under of 217.5. That's a pretty mid line for both teams, so I would have a very, very slight lean towards the over in that one. Thunder and the Warriors. Warriors coming off back-to-back here, so they'll be playing consecutive nights. No Steph Curry yesterday. I would assume he was sat to play in this game. We see Thunder plus 9.5. That's a lot on the road in Golden State, so give me Golden State plus 9.5 here. All right, let's get our plays. Get you guys on your way here. Okay, so first play on the card. Hopefully you guys can see this. It is going to be a little tiny. And you cannot see it. All right, we're on a laptop and we're having some technical difficulties here. I'm going to read them off to you guys. It is what it is. We'll keep this up so you guys have something to look at. But first play on the card is going to be James Harden under 10.5 assists. I just think this is too much. Next play is going to be Tyler Hero for the Heat over 10.5 rebounds plus assist. Next play is going to be Miles Turner for the Pacers, over 6.5 rebounds. It's always scary taking a Miles Turner over in rebounds. Siakam was another one I looked at. He's at 7.5. I think he could go over as well. I just elected to go with Miles Turner because Jalen Duren, I expect him to get in foul trouble because that's what he does. That said, Miles Turner's also prone to getting in foul trouble. So there's your scary piece. But 6.5, a little low. He's already hit this line in 2 of 3 against the Pistons. The other game he got hurt, he had 3, but he had 9 and 10 in the previous 2. Give me Ant over 4.5 assists. He's been dishing the ball so much more. I love this version of Ant where he is passing the ball a little bit more. And going up against Phoenix, he should get plenty of assist chances here. Give me Zion Williamson over 6.5 rebounds for the Pelicans. He's still on a minutes restriction, but he's got a beautiful matchup to get rebounds here. So love this line. Wouldn't mind taking his over rebounds plus assist if you want to. Next play is going to be OG Anunoby for the Knicks over 5.5 rebounds plus assist. This line's just low. He's hit this in 5 straight easily, and the Nuggets do tend to give up a lot of assist and rebounds to Ford. So this is a really good spot as well. Also, if you can find Michael Porter Jr. over 4.5 rebounds, love that spot too. It did not make the card, but it is a spot I love. You can get Cat over 12.5 rebounds at plus money right now. I was able to lock that in at 11.5 rebounds last night, but I don't mind him over 12.5 rebounds. Just didn't make the card. Last play on the card is Jakob Poeltl, a double-double. So 10 rebounds, 10 points, 10 assists, 10 points, whatever it takes. Double-double. So just to recap the plays I like, guys, James Harden under 10.5 assists. Tyler Hero over 10.5 rebounds plus assist. Miles Turner over 6.5 rebounds. Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists. Zion Williamson over 6.5 rebounds. OG Anunoby over 5.5 rebounds plus assist. And Jakob Poeltl, a double-double. So that is it. Apologies for the technical difficulties, but yeah, well, one more video like this, and then we're back home on Thursday. Appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next video.